text features again. This is part 2 though, so we're going to talk about glossaries, indexes, and table of contents. I wanted to start with table of contents. You can actually see these in fiction and nonfiction books. And the table of contents is usually in the very front, and it's going to tell you what page you can find things on. So if I'm looking at a fiction book, this is Magic Tree House, Dinosaurs Before Dark, and I can see each of the chapters and what page they start on in the table of contents here. And if I lose my spot and I can kind of remember what was happening, I can sometimes go to the table of contents and I can find my page and I can get back where I need to be. When you're using a nonfiction text like this text here, owls, the table of contents tells you different things that you're going to learn in the book. So if you were looking for what do owls eat, you might go to dinner time on page 16. And if you turn to page 16, you don't have to read all of the stuff before it, and you can see what animals eat here. This table of contents is for this book on stingrays, and it's not as specific. So another way that you can find information in a nonfiction text is by going to the index. The index is in the back of the book, and it's listed in alphabetical order. And it will help you to find different things that you are looking for. So this is my stingray book, and let's say I wanted to know what do stingrays eat. So I might look for something like diet. I don't see anything under eat. I do see food, and it says see prey. So I'm looking for prey. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of pages on here. So I'm going to look on page 6, and hopefully I'll find out on page 6 some things that stingrays eat. Now, it doesn't stand out, so I might have to read a little bit, and that's okay. And if I don't find what I need, then I might go back, and I know it was under prey again, so I can go to page 9. And I can look on page 9 and see what they eat. And I can keep doing that, and that will help me to find out what I need to know. The last thing that we're going to talk about is a glossary. And your science book had one of these. Actually, your reading books had these as well. But you can also find them in nonfiction texts. And a glossary is like a little baby dictionary that's at the back of a nonfiction book. So we have some words that you will see in this book on owls: camouflage, prey, talons, and wingspan. And these are words that they think maybe you don't know, and so it is helping you. In the back of my stingrays book, it says words to know, and then it will explain. It also has a breakdown of how to say each word, which is kind of nice. So I know this one is brackish. And if you didn't know that, if you were looking in the book and you came across the word brackish and you were like, what is that? You could go to the glossary and see if the glossary let you know what that word is. It's water that's saltier than fresh water, but not as salty as seawater. So that might help you as you're doing your animal research if you are using books.